A sense of humor is a sign of intelligence. That's what my dad says. He also says sometimes Simon and I are too smart for our own good. We were just a couple of wise guys trying to have some fun. We weren't looking for trouble. But in Eerie, trouble always has a way of finding us.
I hear somebody. Hurry!
What? Thanks for the heart attack, son.
You're welcome, Dad.
You know, I often ask myself, how many guys have a kid that does stuff like this?
Your mom.
Quick, let's get her.
Okay. What? Marshall, Simon, Edgar. Shh. Get Cindy. Of course, you know this means war.
I love this stuff.
Simon and I decided to take our bag of tricks and beat it to school before Cindy could launch a counterattack. Like everything else in Eerie, B.F. Skinner Junior High was a strange place full of weird people. But that wasn't going to stop us from having a little fun.
Stick a gun to make you, huh?
What do I look like, sucker the universe?
Where's a good victim when you need one? Thanks, geeks. Oops.
Hey, Dimsdale. I don't think you're gonna like that.
Oh, yeah? If he kills me, you can have my stuff.
Teller, Holmes, you punks are dead.
All right. What's going on here? Knock it off. You people know the rules. No fighting.
He started it.
Irrelevant.
Here comes the tension.
I think it's time the three of you had your eyes checked. Come along.
Eyes checked.
Since coming here, I've seen more weirdness than any 10 men. But until you get your eyes checked by the Eerie School nurse, you ain't seen nothing yet. Getting an eye exam is a simple, painless process, right? That's what Simon and I thought, too.
Ouch! Stop, I promise.
Doesn't sound like he's getting his eyes checked.
Knowing Dimsdale, they probably had to restrain him.
Here he comes.
Don't worry, he can't kill us here in school.
Marshall, Simon, I apologize for fighting with you. I'm sorry I misbehaved.
Look like Dimsdale.
Simon Holmes, your turn to see Nurse Nancy.
Nurse Nancy had just started to work at the school. All the teachers loved her, especially the kind that liked to assign round-the-clock homework. I knew the second I saw Nurse Nancy that something was very wrong.
Come with me, Simon. This won't take long.
Bye, Marshall.
Gee, hope you make it out alive.
Don't worry, Mr. Teller. You'll be next.
Wow. Then, about 10 minutes later, Simon stepped out. At least he looked like Simon. Hey, Simon. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I feel a lot better.
You don't look fine. What's with the glasses?
I can see now. It's all so clear.
What? When I looked into Simon's eyes, I couldn't believe it. He wasn't the same kid. It's like something in his eyes had disappeared.
I must go. I must go study. I must improve my test scores.
Yes, now it's Mr. Teller's turn. Mr. Teller! Mr. Teller? You're next.
I didn't see Simon till later that afternoon. He was busy studying. Something was definitely wrong. Ever since that eye test, it was as if he was no longer able to have fun. Simon had lost something important, his sense of humor. Simon, where the heck have you been? Great, down in flames.
Do you think they have any metric conversion tables here?
Don't you want to play Mutant Attack? It's your favorite game.
Marshall, I don't have a favorite game.
Metric conversion tables, right? Aisle 3, right next to the crossbows. It's the 11th zombie today.
Excuse me?
Something strange is going on. You notice how silent it is? All the kids are so lifeless. There's no verve. I don't know.
This is scary.
Oh, moving a ton of floss.
They all look the same, act the same, and nobody wants to have any fun. And Simon was born to have fun.
You want to have fun? This way. There it is. A whole case of fun.
It's a good idea, Radford.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's a goner.
Well, unless you're willing to use the... no, I forgot I said anything.
He's what?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, I'm desperate.
No, I can't.
Please.
All right. It's the doomsday device. The GM 2020. It's the big bang of bad taste.
It's gotta be done.
Come on. Take this, and don't drop it. All right, expose the enabling codes. Open the package. Careful. Left 22. Right
60?
60.
Left 41.
Left 41. All right. Stand back. Aren't they beautiful? Legend has it they were molded directly from the face of the master himself. I think you know what to do.
Let me try them.
Thanks, Radford. Saved my buddy's life.
Yep, the GM 2020s.
Simon was safe, but evil never rests. We had work to do. These appear to be ordinary window glass. Weird. Now tell me everything that happened.
I remember getting in the chair, and she just closed the blinds.
Now, Mr. Holmes, just relax. The process is entirely painless, but you must remember to keep your eyes on the charts. Now, read the first line of the first chart, the first and second lines of the second chart, all of the third chart. See how easy it is? Children can be so disruptive, don't you agree? Sometimes they just need a little help to remind them to behave. Now, repeat after me. All work and no fun makes Simon a good boy.
All work and no fun makes Simon a good boy.
Simon, can't you see that's it? She hypnotized you. She's hypnotizing everybody, turning them into zombies.
I'm not a zombie.
It's because these broke the spell. We gotta do something before the whole school gets zombified. I'm going back in to get an eye test.
But it's too dangerous.
It's a chance I'll have to take. We need proof. The only way to get it is to secretly videotape her hypnotizing me. Besides, I'm not going alone. You're going with me.
Undercover is my life.
Yes, of course. First thing tomorrow, he'll be there. Sorry about the inconvenience.
Marshall, we just got a call from school. Did you skip out on some eye exam?
I must have forgot.
Huh. Well, it seems to be quite important.
I'm a little concerned, Marshall. The nurse feels you've been very disruptive and you can't blend in with the other students.
Come to think of it, is that really such a bad thing?
Well, he should at least obey the rules and he should work harder. I have not been happy with your grades, Marshall. Now, I don't know why, but the nurse seems to feel that your vision is the source of the trouble. She would like us to bring you in tomorrow morning.
No problem. That's right. No problem. Simon and I had Nurse Nancy right where we wanted her. Unfortunately, we were all still in Eerie.
Hello?
Simon, all work and no fun.
Make Simon a good boy.
Here it was. The morning I'd been waiting for since the day we moved to Eerie. The day I would have proof, witnesses, videotape.
I gotta tell you, Marshall, this is very disappointing. I mean, first Mr. Togar says you get into a fight at school, then you skip an eye examination. What's wrong? I mean, why can't you be like the other students?
Well, maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he should just be himself.
Don't worry about me. You guys are gonna find out sooner or later that Nurse Nancy isn't really a nurse. She's hypnotizing everybody in the school, turning them into lifeless, boring drones.
Marshall, please, we've heard this all before.
You must be the tellers. Nurse Nancy told me that you'd be bringing Marshall in.
I know I speak for Marshall when I say we're sorry about the mix-up yesterday.
The nurse was very understanding on the phone.
She's done a bang-up job here, which I should have known from the recommendations she had from other schools. After all, a quiet classroom is an orderly classroom, and an orderly classroom creates better test scores. Huh? Ah, here she is now.
You must be the teller.
Pleased to meet you, Miss.
Oh, just Nancy.
Oh, like, Cher.
Not quite.
Nurse Nancy is developing a master plan to expand free vision care to my school staff and eventually all Eerie citizens. You too.
Wouldn't that be great, Mars?
Great.
Oh, Marshall, there's nothing to worry about. And since your parents were so kind to visit, I'm going to put you next.
Fine with me.
Say bye-bye, Marshall.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Teller, follow me.
Simon, am I glad to see you? Got the camera and the glasses right here. It's up to us, buddy. We gotta save the school.
Mr. Teller?
Come on, let's go.
Why don't you take a seat, Mr. Teller?
Certainly.
Just relax, Mr. Teller. That's one of my little rules. And things go so much easier when people follow the rules. Don't you agree?
That's what they tell me.
Well, Mr. Teller, I've worked with children all my life. I think of myself as an expert. And, well, you may not believe this, but I've seen your type before.
Yeah? Cool and suave.
Yes, I've had my eye on you, Mr. Teller. You're a very interesting young man. You have a lot of imagination. You even show a funny kind of courage.
Hey, I try.
Well, in this day and age, Mr. Teller, we don't want courage and imagination. These days demand a certain simplicity, a certain shallowness.
Is that why you're against fun?
Oh, fun is poison. It frees the mind. And when the mind starts to wander, who knows where it will take you? Who knows what difficult questions you'll ask? No, we can't afford that. Oh, I've corrected the vision of many children in my lifetime, Mr. Teller. And you are a prize catch. Yes, I'm going to have fun.
I'll show you fun. Simon, let the games begin. Simon. Simon!
Mr. Holmes, would you please do the honors?
Yes, Nurse Nancy.
Now, I'm sorry to say, this may hurt, but pain can be so instructive. Now relax and look at the chart. I want you to think about how good it feels to make Nurse Nancy happy. You know, I'm not really as bad as you think, Marshall. Some people even picture me as an angel of mercy.
Simon.
Saving children from their own nasty habits. Why, someday you might thank me. Ah, thank you, Simon.
You're welcome, Nurse Nancy.
Simon, what are you doing?
Simon knows how to behave, Mr. Teller. And he told me about your little scheme, too. Ooh, my.
Uh-oh.
Can't have any of that.
Simon, run!
Boys, where do you think you're going?
We're going to the FBI.
Something wrong, boys?
No. Thanks.
Everything's fine.
I don't know why you're making such a fuss, Mr. Teller. My world is orderly and peaceful.
Yeah? Well, I like my world messy and alive.
No! Not the glasses! Anything but the glasses! Oh! No! Oh.
You need a taste of your own medicine.
What are you going to do?
You're going to relax and think about how good it feels to have fun.
No, not fun, not that.
Whenever you hear the words womp doo dump, you will begin laughing and never stop.
Womp bamba doo dump.
Nurse Nancy, are you all right? Nurse Nancy, those glasses.
Womp-bump-a-doo-dump.
And don't stop laughing till you get to the North Pole. Eerie, Indiana. Item number 30, zombie glasses. The ultimate tool of mental fascism. Nurse Nancy wanted order and discipline. She wanted boring drones that loved homework. Sure, that's okay sometimes. But give me a little chaos and fun any day.
Think we'll ever see Nurse Nancy again?
Hopefully she's still headed due north.
Welcome, Canada. Anything to declare, ma'am?
Womp-bump-a-doo-dump.
Americans.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Now hear that? Get out of here!